Hey there, everybody. Welcome to day 36. We are going to do a push and pull day. With that, let's go ahead and start on our hands and knees. I am going to be using 12s, 20s, and 5s. So pretty good range and variety there. Let's start with some cat-cow. So place your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Inhale, push your chest forward, slide those shoulder blades down, feel the tailbone push up. And then exhale and round. Pull that belly button in tight, really push into the hands. And then go at it again. Inhale forward, exhale round. Two more. Last one. All right, and then we're going to do our little thoracic rotation. So take your right hand behind your head. Make sure that you're leveled off through the shoulders and hips. Inhale. Lift that right elbow up, trying to keep your hips level, and then exhale, and it's going to drop down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And lift. And drop. Work with your inhales and exhales still. Core contracts. I was chilly to start. I'm heating up, so hopefully you are too. If you're not, then flex more. You need to flex your back. You need to flex your core. Switch. You need to flex your thighs. Inhale that left elbow up, and then exhale, drop. Hopefully you're finding that you can get a little bit further on this rotation than when we first started doing it, or you first started doing it. Last one. Exhale, drop. Okay, we're going to move into bird dogs. Again, focusing on your flexions. So really place a lot of push into your hands, spreading those fingertips wide. Shoulders right over the hips, belly super strong. Inhale, extend opposite arm and leg. Hold on to it. And then I want you to drop it down, and we're going to go to the other side. Inhale, extend, and then drop. Extend, and bring it down. Been listening to a podcast on an Olympic weightlifter, and she was talking about dead bugs, bird dogs, and side planks, and how effective they are to help against chronic back pain. So we've been doing them a long time, and with that, I'm more motivated to just keep it going. She's also a physical therapist. She had a lot of scientific talk about why it's not just core. There's a lot of other things going on through the spine as you get that opposite pull side to side, one more each side. So if you don't do anything else every day, then get some bird dogs, dead bugs, and side planks. We're going to go ahead and hinge back into a child's pose. We're going to skip our dead bugs and side planks for now. Bring your right arm, tuck it under real quick, stretch through that shoulder. So what we're going to do is, as I said, tuck to the left side, a push and pull day. We're going to start with our push. Everything's going to be at 15 reps, and we're going to start with push-ups. If you do not do push-ups, that's totally fine. I'm going to have you lie on the ground and replicate the move, right? So if you're lying from your back, act like you're trying to push something away, push that ground away. You could even do it kneeling like this. So building an awareness of those chest muscles. You can also do it on the wall, or you can do it from your hands and knees, letting your chest drop and pushing it away, really finding that awareness. For the rest of us, let's build, put your hands right outside the shoulders. Just a standard push-up. Keep the core strong. Push through that chest. Everything should drop and drive together. So you're not moving your head up and down. Your hips aren't wobbling up and down. Just push through that chest. Press evenly through your palms. 2 more. And 15. All right, coming up, we're going to move into lawnmowers. So I'm going to use my 20 pounds for this one. You're going to go into a lunge position. Make sure those hips are square. Square off the hips so that back hip is pulling forward. Rest your elbow on your knee, square off the shoulders, and then pull that elbow nice and high. 15 each side. Be in control of that drop. Find those muscles behind your armpit, along the side of your back. Here's 10. We got 5 more. Hold that core. Focus on what you're using. Last one. Nice work. Okay, now we get the other side. Level off those hips. Find that support, upper back. Slide those shoulder blades down. Find that retraction. 2, 3. Keep dropping that left hip. 5 more. 2, and 1. Okay, we're back into push. So we're going to be back on the ground. I'm going to grab my other 20, and we're going to go into an alternating tricep press. So 30 total, 15 each arm. For this round, I'm going to keep my hips on the ground, focus on engaging that core. If you want to go into a glute bridge, you can, but it's also super good. Sometimes just keep those hips down, push that low back into the ground. So both arms start straight up, and then you're going to drop and press side to side. 3, 4. Hold that one static while you press the other. Watch your wrist. You want it to stay right on top of the elbow. 9. Getting into those chest muscles still, but find your triceps as well. Check in with that core. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Whew. Back into our pull. We're going to do a back fly. 15 reps here. So far, so good. Nothing too crazy. Building that upper body feels good. Counterbalancing the moves. Okay, both hands come in front, elbows pull up, squeeze together. Hinge those hips back. The back is flat, and the core is strong. Try to find those rhomboids. They sit underneath the neck muscles between your shoulder blades. Can you keep that upper body still as you fatigue? 11. Keep that back long. And 15. All right. Back to push. We're going to go into our chest fly. So I'm going to use my 12s for this. Actually tried the 15s before I started recording. And while totally doable, I think I would have jacked my shoulder by the end. So make sure that you're in charge. Let's see, let's put our hips up for this one. Glute bridge. Slide those shoulder blades down. So your elbows are just going to stay slightly bent. You're going to open as wide as possible. And then bring those arms back up. So your palms are facing one another. And you're getting that press, again, through those pecs. But you got to watch those shoulders. Keep the shoulder heads rolled back and down. Shoulder blades retracted. Here's our 5. Soft elbow. Palms are facing. Bring your weights up right over that chest. Make sure they're not floating back to the shoulders. 10, 5 to go. Check in with your core. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to go to the 5s. Our last pull exercise for the round. Of course, grab whatever works for you. We're going to do a T raise. So pinkies are going to be facing. You're going to slide your chest forward. So hopefully that your back is about parallel to the ground. Try to get your back pretty flat, sliding those shoulder blades down, belly strong. Then you're going to open your arms nice and wide, big T, just shoulder height, pinching between those shoulder blades. Palms face forward, pinkies come back toward one another, thumbs are facing up at the top. Ten. Rear shoulder and all that upper back. Where's that core? Hold strong. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, now we're going to throw in that dead bug. We're going to do it just a little bit funky. Pull your legs up with the shins parallel to the ground. Toes are flexed back. Take your right hand, push it on your left knee. Left knee pushes into the right hand. You're going to extend opposite arm and leg. Pull back, 5 on this side, 5 on the other. 1. So don't release the press of the knee and the hand. A lot more intense. Keep that low back on the ground. 4 and 5. Other side. Left hand pushes into the right knee, and then you're going to extend opposite your right arm, left leg. 2. Keep your press. 3, 4, and 5. All right. Flip it over. Quick child's pose. And then we're going set 2. Push-ups first, 15 reps. If you're on your knees, keep your hips tucked. Plank position. 1, 2. Feel that press come through the chest. It's like you're pushing the floor away. 10. 13, 14, 15. All right. We're moving on to our lawnmower. All right. Set up your lunge position. Hips squared off. Pull that right elbow up, right next to the rib cage. 4. 7. Hold that core. Use the back. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Square off those hips. Pull that elbow. Use your core and some flexion of the leg to help with balance. And you're using that arm to help support, but try not to collapse into that shoulder blade. So keep your arms flexed, or the shoulders flexed back, held together. 5 to go. 2 and 1. Okay, back to our pushes. Tricep, alternating tricep press. I'm gonna try to stick with my 20s. A little bit tough last time, but that's what we came for. All right. Push your hips up this time. Hold your glute bridge. Both arms go straight up. And here we go. Start that drop and press. Right and left. 1. Strong wrist. Strong core. Wrist stays out over that elbow. Notice what's going on with that straight flexed arm as well. Don't let it go. 8. 8. Brace with that back. Last 3. 2. And 1. Okay, coming up. Back flies. Think. Yep. Lift the chest. Hinge back onto those heels. Flat back and pull. Focus that core. Elbows kind of come out a little and then squeeze together at the top. You got it. Last 5. Where's that core? Keep it strong. And time. Oh, not time. A count. Okie doke. Chest fly. Bring it down. Slide those hips up. Strong wrist. Small bend in your elbows. All right, fly wide. Palms are facing. Here's 1. 2. You're in control both directions of the move. 3. Check in with that neck. Keep it loose. 6. Get into the move. What are you feeling? Sit under the work. 9. Connect your brain to body. 11. Feel that chest grab, then press. Last 3. And 1. Perfect. Okie doke. Got our T raise. Grab those light weights. Palms forward. Keep that back flat. Here we go. Pull. Get that pinch between shoulder blades at the top. Be in control of that drop. That's it. Check it with the neck. See if you can kind of feel like your shoulder blades or your shoulder heads are rolling back. Here's 10. Hold that core. 4, 3. Focus, focus. What are you using? Connect. 1. Whew, okay. Now, let's go into that side plank. Let's really try to figure out the side plank. Some of us still struggle just a teeny bit with it. It's fine. You can try your hand. You can try your elbow. Start with your elbow right underneath your shoulder and see if you can grab flexion in your back underneath your armpit and behind your armpit. Use your other hand to kind of help support. So I've got my left elbow on the ground, right hand on the ground, right foot on the ground, and my left knee. So from here, push into that right foot to extend the left one out long, and then you can stack or stagger your feet. Hold. Maybe you hold 5 seconds. Maybe you hold 10. Maybe you need to drop down, push back up. That's fine. Try to drive those hips up, open the chest. And you've got to find it's that whole underside flexion. And I understand sometimes it hits the shoulder. Try not to give up on it. Okay, switch to the other side. Rotate over, drive those hips up, open your chest. Set up the same way if you needed to kind of take it step by step. So your right elbow on the ground and your left hand and your left toe, starting with your right knee on the ground. You'd push into that left toe to extend the right foot, then stack up and then hold. As long as you can. If you need to drop and come back, it's fine. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Hinge back. Find that child's pose. Reach your arms out way in front. And let's hit up that set 3. Starting off with our pushes. Push-ups. Check in with that core. Find your plank position first. Here we go. Envision that you're a moving plank. You have your plank position, and then you're just moving it up and down. Try to push into your range. 10, 11, 12. And 15. All right. Whew. Lawnmowers are next. Grab your heavier weight if you got it. Set up your lunge. Retract your shoulder blades and pull. Nine and 10. Check in with those hips. Keep them squared off. 12. Focus on the back. That's what we want to work. And 15. Switch it up. Square off those hips. Level off in the shoulder blades. 1, 2. 6. 7. Pull that elbow close to the side. Focus on what you're working. Don't get lost in the number. 3, 2, and 1. Okie doke. Tricep presses, alternating. 20s have been good to me. I think I'll keep it going. Slide it down. And then your choice, hips down or up. And it's always fine, totally pushing those glutes up. But occasionally, it's good to see the difference and just holding focus on that core as well. All right, here we go. Let's pump it. 1 and 1. Elbow squeezes tight. Wrist stays over that elbow. 4. 7. Okay. Feeling it, feeling it. This is good. 5 more. This is 11. Stay in it. Feel that bracing through the core. 14. And 15. Whew. Oh, started losing the low back push into the mat there a couple times. So watching out for that. Okay, we have our back flies. Hinge those hips, back and down. Belly strong. Back flies. 1. Pinch between those shoulder blades. 5. Be in control of the motion. 6. 8. The foundation is important. Those legs. Core. 12. 13. 14. 15. Okie doke. Chest flies. Lie on your back. Your choice, hold that core. Well, you're holding the core no matter what, but glute bridges or just focus on that pelvic tuck. All right, arms up and wide. Press it up. 2. 3. Watch those shoulders. So I'm finding mine definitely more fatigued. So my shoulders are wanting to roll forward to help assist to get those arms up. But really focus on digging through the pecs, the chest. Support with the core in the back. I mean, obviously the biceps, the shoulders, triceps are all working as well. However, keep charge of where those shoulders end up. We want to try to keep the shoulder heads from rolling forward. I have no idea what number we're on. Let's go 5 more. Get focused on the move, like I tell you all. And then I lose my count. Guess that's what it means to practice what you preach. 14, 15. One more just in case. Just in case I undercounted. Woo! All right. T. We're in our T raise. Oh, feeling good, you guys. The chest and back. Woo. Okay, hinge back. Back is flat. Thumbs are going to raise up. Keep it focused. 1. I'll try to count 2. These are sometimes good to do even without weight. So you really get the right range of motion And you can build that pinch, that focus in the upper back, those rhomboids, without getting into your traps because you're not trying to hoist the weight. So if you ever want, give that a shot. It's totally fine. It's more about the focus. You still build a lot. And you're training those shoulders, again, to roll back, neck to stay long, and your traps to stay out of it. 2 more. Whew. All right. Okay, so to finish this off, we're going to go through those bird dogs, dead bugs, and side planks. All right, plant your hands and knees, shoulders right up over those wrists, belly nice and strong. This time we're going to pull your elbow and knee together. So tuck under, 1. Extend, flex, 2. 3. Find the flexion on both sides of the body. 4. You have to make it work though. I see people do these all the time. No matter what I say, till I'm blue in the face, they just swing themselves along. They should hurt. They should engage. Okay, we're on that other side. You have to create that flexion, that build, that burn. Oddly enough, your body doesn't just do it for you. You have to get it done. 5. Spread those fingertips wide. 8. 9. 10. Those are special after doing all the chest and back stuff. All right, flipping it over into our dead bug. Okay, we're going to keep that tension and traction opposite arm and leg. So flex your left foot, press a lot, right hand and left foot. And then extend right leg, left arm, 10. Focus. Okay, once you get that push, hand and knee, focus on your low back. Can you keep it pressed actively into the ground? Halfway. 8. 9. 10. Whew. Okay, started to pull that hip flexor a little too. Okay, other side. Press your left hand onto your right leg and now extend left arm, right, left leg, right arm. Check that low back. Check, check, check. Holy cow. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, back to that side plank. Let's talk through it again. Tell you what, let's maybe even try to keep the bottom knee down, but we'll set it up properly. Okay, so elbow right underneath shoulder. I don't even know what to do with my top leg. Take your right leg and just cross it over the top. Put your knee on the ground, left knee on the ground, and then push. So you want to try to find that oblique. So sure, that right leg can be over. You can also extend it or let it long on the ground. But you want to try to find that serratus muscle underneath your armpit, behind your armpit, through that oblique. Push the hips forward. If you're in a full side plank, great, keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's try on the other side. Plant your elbow. So right elbow underneath right shoulder, right knee on the ground, drive up. Feel free to use that left leg for added support. So once you get here, once you're in that side where your hips are up, see if you can, just like I was talking about in the T-raise, build awareness for those serratus muscles, the ones underneath and behind your armpit. So maybe if you push into your elbow and try to drive the shoulder down away from your ear, you can feel the flexion there. And it takes time. I remember really working, in time to build those muscles a while back whenever I had some issues with my shoulders. So definitely take the time to do it. All right, let's start seated to stretch. Pull your left leg in, put your right leg out, and then your left hand on the ground. So you're in a Z sit. Just sit kind of level first. You may feel stuff in your hip flex or whatever. Right arm reach back. Reach, 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 reach. Take a deep inhale and then exhale. Tuck your right arm underneath your left while you're pushing into that left hand. So keep reaching, right arm under, as you're pushing that left hand forward, getting that full twist. And then untuck, and let's go to the other side. Felt my back, my shoulder, my hip flexor, kind of the outside, the glute. Okay, now your right hand's on the ground, your right leg is tucked in. Push into the right arm, reach back with that left arm. Lift the chest, and then tuck that left arm underneath the right. Drive the left hand back as you're pushing into that right hand to help facilitate that deep twist. Push, push. Awesome. Unwind. And then let's get our hip flexor, hamstring, and pigeon. Little trifecta. So bring one leg forward, one leg stays back. That hip flexor to stretch. Hinge back, get your hamstring. Toe comes up, drop the hip. Keep pulling that hip back as you're reaching the chest forward, and then come into your pigeon. Yeah, so the podcast that I referenced, it's quite interesting. So this gal, can't remember her name. She's from Venezuela. She's an Olympic champion, broken several records for women. She was the first woman to deadlift 5 times her body weight. So, but her take, and she's a physical therapist, she works a lot in research, and her take on pain is quite interesting. So I like it. It's always fun to hear different people's viewpoints. But her biggest thing is like, not everyone is the same. So there's never going to be an across the board win for anyone with chronic pain. All right, push to the other side. So find your hip flexor, but there's also a lot of psychology behind managing pain. And, she has kind of a whole theory on not allowing pain to limit you. Obviously there are limitations and things that are counterproductive, but that is, never an excuse to tackle different ways of doing things or to try different ways. Hinge back. I know for myself, because I very rarely, deal with injuries, those types of pain can really mess up me mentally and bum me out for sure. So anyway, I appreciated her take on just, managing and working around the pain, not allowing it to limit you. So, you know, for any of us, for any of you who have those limits or pain, you know, finding pain, low back, things that are kind of chronic, shoulders, hips, whatever, you know, try new things, adjust what's been hurting you forever, and maybe you can find a new way, which would be so exciting. But main takeaway, don't let your pain limit you, which of course is easier said than done. But sometimes all we need to be is told it, and then we can be inspired by it. Come up to standing, hinge over those legs. Oh, let the weight of your upper body pull you forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Fantastic job. As always, thanks for joining me. You're doing fantastic. And I will see you tomorrow.